Hello and welcome. My name is Cpt Kex and I am the creator of the Lorg organizational chart, or for short, the Lorg chart. So I've done a couple of videos like this and I wanted to make another one sort of celebrating the release of the Lorg chart and also going back and sort of explaining it from the bottom up. So what is the Lorg chart? Well, it started about 6 months ago with me wanted to delve deep into the lore of the Destiny game, and I've been using the IBM Analyst Notebook software to do that. So I got my hands on the entire database for the game that was kindly donated from Ishtar Collective, so thank you, Baxter. And I imported that and I've been over the course of 6 months working on structuring it so you can visually see how the lore in Destiny connects to each other and really understand how the lore works and how the enemy works and so forth. So really quickly, what is a chart? Well, I'll go into the chart reader to show you. So chart reader is a free software that will read the Analyst Notebook file I've created. The file is about 111 megabytes right now, I think. So this is how a chart looks. So a chart consists of two entities or two different types of information. You have entities like here, the Cabal, and you have links. So links connect entities to each other, and also if you want to tell how they connect to each other. So an example would be Shaxx fought at Twilight Gap. So Shaxx and Twilight Gap will be the entities and fought at will be the link. So a chart is basically a visual database showing you information, also showing a structure. So let's go in a little bit and look at it. Let's see how it works. So we have Cabal, we follow it down, and we have units, and here we have how my view on how the Cabal structure is set up. So we have the Emperor, and I'm going to add actually another layer here with the Cabal High Command. Under the Cabal High Command you have Primuses with information about what type of morph they are. When we're talking about Cabal, we really don't know. You have Valos underneath going down, you have Val, Brachus, and down here you can see I have Colossus, Centurion, because I can't really see from their insignias on their armor which one is higher ranked than the other one, but they clearly have if they follow basic army structure, they have a higher rank than the phalanx. So this is sort of the strength of a chart. You can add imagery, you can add descriptions within each to give as much information while keeping it very easy to overview. So we'll zoom out a little bit. If we also follow units, you can see regiment is a subnode to units. So up here we have the Skyburners, and this is zooming in as much as I can. And following that link, if you click it, it will be easier to follow. We have the Grimoire for Skyburners. I've added the logo. Over here we have the Primus Ta'an, and as you can see his role is Primus, and he's now taken, so this screenshot was kind of hard to get, and thank you Sherbapop for getting that screenshot to me. So backing up a little bit, let's see if we can demo another part. So over here we have information about locations, race information. So following here we have like the cortex is occupied by, and it's easy to click these links so you can follow them easier. And it will select, unfortunately, when you scroll, but you can just re-click it. So siege dancers, if we zoom out, are in control of the cortex. So that's the structure of an enemy, and I'll show you another example. I'll also show you how you can search for information. So one thing I should point out, if we zoom out, here's the sort of the whole Lorg chart. Up here you have structured information, down here you have unstructured and unsorted items. Now, right now you're seeing just empty boxes, but if we use view and use real hidden, you will see that a lot of items pop out that I haven't sort of moved into this area right here. So if you're going to search for information, you should use reveal hidden and then click this icon. I've pre-typed Osiris. Deselect search cards. It will be selected when you start, but deselect it because it will just give you another hit for the same entity. Okay, this gives me 137 matching items, and if I click this icon, I will fit the selection to my window. So you can see we have a couple of Osiris things over here, up here, here. This is the Trials of Osiris gear, some new items added. But here we have a large cluster. Also, I will show you the cross map links you can see here can be removed if you click reveal hidden. This will give you a lot cleaner view to work with, but it will not show you the entire picture on how things are connected outside their own cluster. So Osiris is still marked as, and I'll give you, here we have Osiris, and I will add as much information as I can going on. And if you see your artwork on one of these entities, congratulations, your artwork was the most pretty I could find on Google. If you don't want me to use it, please let me know as soon as possible. thelorgchart@gmail.com, and I will remove it. So Osiris is sort of structured the same as the Cabal War. You have items pertaining to him, information pertaining to Osiris, dialogue, but he has a unique sort of subnode here, Visions of Osiris. Up here you can see we have the Cult of Osiris, with members like Sister Lupe, Sister Faora. Down here, if we have Brother Vance, his dialogue, and Trials of Osiris items. So everything in the lore chart follows the same basic structure, so you can understand what you're looking at, even if it's enemies or if it's related to your guardian. So going in here, we can see the final sort of part I wanted to show is this is the Traveler. Going down you have ghosts, and the Traveler is of course linked to the speaker, and this thing says speaks to, or can speak to. And you can see that there are different types of lines here. So we have a full line that's true information. So for instance, the city consensus leaves suggestions for the speaker. That's true, we know that from one grammar card, but we don't actually know if the speaker speaks to the Traveler. So that's a tentative line. That's the lowest sort of grade you can give a link. And here you have the unconfirmed link that is linked to guardians, and that's influence. So we don't know fully that the speaker influences, but we can say that with some degree of certainty. So we have like the city consensus over here, city factions, the Vanguard with Cade, Ikora, and Zavala. Down here we have the different factions. So clicking these will help you see what they are linked to. That's the most easy way. And I will, as I go along, add more dialogue, of course. I have imported as much dialogue as I can in the down right corner. So yes, that's the basic structure of the lore chart and what you can find in it. Now, I've decided to release it now because I feel that it's on the basic lore level, that you can find basic information. It's not deep lore right now, even if you bring forth the cross map links. It still has is still missing a lot of information, but I will be working over the course of these 8 years that our beautiful, wonderful game will be active during. So you expect to see updates regularly. Now questions and stuff can be, as I said before, mailed to the lorgchart@gmail.com, or you can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Captain Cpt Kex, and I've also set up a Reddit. You can see the link up here, so I don't have to read it. And here you can find information about how you download it, and how, if you want to, you can contribute using my research form. So I wanted to give a little bit sort of ending statement with some thank you notes. Thank you so much to Ghost Stories for the support, the podcast, of course, that's what I'm talking about, and primarily their great Slack community. People in the Slack community know lore inside and out and been helping me a lot with sort of getting information right, getting out there, finding out which type of Vex occupy which area. So thank you everyone. You know who you are, and I will. You are already added in the lore chart. So thank you for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions.